Hello YouTube, I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I'm back with another video. Last time we discussed the characters by their outro skills and how just that one line of text already tells us how it is supposed to be played. In this video I'll talk about damage dealers and their best teams and why those are their best teams. I will not talk about what each ability does in detail, as I will keep that for the individual character guide. To simplify it, what I am concerned about most is where does the damage come from. It from their basic attacks, from heavy, liberation, skill. This is important to know when selecting your teammates. I will start by saying right away that Verina, Vizy, at least one of them should be an auto-include in every team you make, at least in my opinion. If you want to know more about why, you can check my previous video, link down below, and you'll see why those two are so special. Now moving to the DPS, I will start with Calcharo, the fan favorite. Now, Calcharo's damage comes mostly from his basic and liberation. Now, that makes Inlin by far his best teammate, as she's able to boost both of these aspects of his hit. Unfortunately, she will be on the second banner, so there will be some time until you're able to get her as a replacement, or if you not get in, or if you for some reason have Calcharo but do not plan to pull for Ilin, the second option would be Jiyan because she's able to boost operation damage. There is no other character currently in game to boost his basic attacks, so there is no other option there besides Jiyan. Now for the cope section, while his damage is mostly on basics and liberation, Calcharo also deals some decent damage with his heavy and skill. This means that Mortefi and Taoki would serve as options until you're able to get either Inlin, hopefully, or Jiyan to replace them. I will rate Mortefi higher because he just deals more damage than Taoki, who is a defense-based DPS. Means she's not able to take proper advantage of echoes that boost attack. Moving on to the second DPS, we have Encore. Now, Encore's damage is all over the place. She has basic, heavy, liberation, and skill damage. And unlike Calcharo, there is no character currently in game able to boost all these types. She has no fusion-based support. What this means is that she will need to content with Jiyan, her liberation damage as the best option, with Mortefi boosting her heavy attack damage as the second option, and Taoki boosting her skill damage when everything else fails. I place Jiyan higher than Mortefi because Jiyan only has decent damage as she's a 5-star, has higher stats, but also she provides a shield for survivability. Also, she has some crowd control in her kit. Moving to the third DPS, have Lingyang. Lingyang playstyle is to weave in skills and basic attacks in a flurry of blows. This means that his best option would be Sanhua, who is able to boost both of them because she increases ratio damage. The second option will be Taoki, as she will be able to boost damage only. So I repeat, if you have Lingyang, go for Sanhua. If you don't have Sanhua, Taoki would serve as a good replacement. Moving on to the fourth, yes, Jiyan, who will also be on the first banner. Now his damage comes mostly from his heavy attacks. He also deals some attack with skill. This means that Alto, who who boosts aero damage all around, should serve as his best option. But the issue is a part of Alto's personal damage is reduced because he has a support skill for gun users that Jiyan does not use. So in actually, and furthermore, because Jiyan's damage is so concentrated heavy, even more than on his skill, a targeted boost like Mortefi's, which is higher than a general one like Alto's, actually serves him better. And Mortefi also is a pure sub DPS, dealing higher damage than Alto. So I'll put Mortefi as Jiyan's best partner. Lastly, we have Chixia. Now, all her damage is concentrated on her skill, or the vast majority of it. Her passive, her forte, all focus on boosting that skill. That means that she only has one option really, Taoki, at least until Fusion Supporter comes out. A special mention, it is Danjin, who during the closed beta, from what I saw, she was dealing in amounts of DPS. The issue with her is that she's her own support. She is boosting Havoc damage, but she does not take advantage of that. And the only other Havoc that can work with her is Taoki. But the issue of the rotation, that Taoki will need to start first. So if you put, let's say, Baiji, Taoki, Danjin, Taoki will need to start first, and then it will need to be followed by Danjin to boost her skill. But Danjin needs to boost Havoc damage. So we are back to Taoki. So those two are a standalone team. They do not allow anyone else to come in between them. So I expect their team to be extremely clunky. So yes, I do not recommend Danjin being used as a DPS. I expect a new Havoc 5-star DPS to be released pretty soon. This is my opinion at least, that they should release one of them. There are so few characters action of this type. So there is that. All done for now. Well, that would be all regarding the DPS. For watching, I hope this video proved helpful. I will release another video showing you how to get these teams the most efficient way possible. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.